Boom. What is up, everybody? Thank you for joining me. This is Jay Dumont bringing you Season 2 of Let's Ball with College Hoops 2K8. And before we get into a game or recruiting or bonus drills or anything, I wanted to talk a bit about my rotations and how this season is going to be a lot different than last year. So the first thing I want to point out is the starting lineup. So this is going to be the starting lineup. So what's different about last year, we're going to have a power forward who can stretch the floor even better than Elmer Irvin. He can shoot the three better. But most importantly, he's good for mid-range, so he'll be popping a lot of mid-range shots. Webb can rebound at the three and do his thing, but also W. Laurie can shoot the three. He's very fast, he can get to the rim, and he's a playmaker. And he can shoot. And then Felton Marie has gone up to a 74 overall. So he's going to be doing his thing. And then, of course, Theodore Hawkins is going to be tremendous for us at the center. We're going to go to him often. He's going to be athletic for us down there. Now, with the backups, I wanted to go through how they will be used. So Muhammad Doyle is going to be my sixth man. I'll just give him 3 minutes for now. Now, when the first person gets tired, which might be Webb, we're going to sub Doyle in at the three. So we're still going to have nuclear weapons from the three-point line. We're going to have Marie, Laurie, Doyle, Obasahan, Hawkins. Let's say Obasahan gets tired next. That's when Ferdinand Williamson, our seventh man, will come in for Obasahan. So we're going to have Marie, Laurie, Doyle, Ferdinand, and Hawkins. So again, all potent from three-point and mid-range, all shooters. Hawkins is likely the next one to get tired, so that's when Bronson McElroy will come in as our backup center, our eighth man, just to be that gritty backup center. We're actually going to go 10 deep during the season, and I'm going to pretty much stick to that. Finally, let's say Laurie gets tired, so I'll move Doyle to the two, Ferdinand to the three, and that's when Ernest Crisp is going to come in. Now, Ernest Crisp is our ninth man, and he can shoot the three a bit in the mid-range too, similar to Elmer Irvin. So I checked out his stats. Even if you look here, he's got a 71 in three, 73 in mid-range, and he can hit in close. So he'll be our power forward. And then finally, our 10th man, when Marie gets tired, is going to be Ernest Ledbetter. And that leaves us with two spots on the bench. One of those spots is going to go to Elmer Irvin, and one to Bucky Morissette. One to Ransom Jimenez. So Irvin's going to be our 11th man, Jimenez will be our 12th man. So let's say we're not going to go 12 deep, but let's say I need a big center to compete with a 7-footer on the other team. I can go to Jimenez instead of McElroy. Maybe sometimes I will go to Jimenez instead of McElroy. And Elmer Irvin, I may go to sometimes instead of Crisp or Williamson, but it'll be rare. My main 10 are these 10 right here. And what that's going to do for us is I'm going to start to be able to play how I really wanted to play from the start, which is have 4 3-point shooters on the floor at all time, around a gritty center who can play defense, rebound, and get it to the guards. And especially at that power forward position. So you can see Obasahan's stats, very nice at the power forward. Williamson, hopefully he has a better year shooting, will come into the power forward. And we know Doyle is lights out from mid-range and three. So that's how we're going to be structured. I do want to go 10 deep. That's not guaranteeing that all 5 bench players will be on the court at the same time. Let's say by the time Hawkins gets tired, or let's say by the time Felton Marie gets tired, Ledbetter comes in. Well, Webb might be checking back in for Ferdinand Williamson at the 3. So we're still going to get our starters a lot of minutes, especially Webb. Actually, all 5 starters I want to get a lot of minutes, but I'm still going to go to this bench unit and go this 10 deep. So Ledbetter might not get in the game much, actually. I don't know if I want... See, here's the thing. If by the time Felton Marie is tired, then someone like Webb will be ready to go. So I can insert Webb and put him at the point guard position with that squad. So I might just go kind of 9 deep. But I can go 10 because Ledbetter's a good player at 61 overall. Good mid-range shooter. Hardy defender. But we'll tighten that up as the tournament comes around. We'll probably go 8 deep or even 7 or 8. But I think for the most of the regular season, I'm going to try to go 10 deep and try to get these guys some minutes. So if we could imaginarily, if that's a word, do this, it would probably look something like probably look something similar to this, where we play our starters. Actually, it'd be even probably I'd want Laurie to get more minutes. I think Crisp and Ledbetter are going to be the ones that end up not seeing as much time. So it'd probably be something like this, with Doyle getting 12. But we can mix and match is the point. So Doyle can come in for Laurie or Webb, play the 2 or the 3. Williamson can usually play the 4, but if Ernest Crisp comes in, he could play the 3. Bronson will always play the 5, and then Ledbetter, when he gets in, will always play the 1. So I still have Elmer, Irvin, and Jimenez for certain moments if I feel like I need something different out there, a different look. I can go to them, but generally these 10, with a focus on the top 8, are going to be the ones that get the most minutes. So it'll probably look something like that, with the focus on keeping our 5 out there, but mixing and matching. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about how that's going to work, and I think that's going to be the most successful for us. We can mix and match. We can have all 3-point shooters pretty much out in the court, and even though Felton Marie isn't a great 3-point shooter, he can drive. Obasahan will get the looks that Bucky Morissette was getting last year and wasn't really hitting too many of. And he'll get a lot of mid-range shots as well, probably from the pick and pop and stuff like that. And Hawkins is just going to be dominant down low with an 88 close range. And good low post offense, 76. He's a good rebounder. He's durable. He fouls a bit, but so that's what I wanted to explain. We can put nuclear weapons out there at all times. So let's say our backup lineup looks something like that. That'll be out on the court for a while. And again, if you look at the 3-point shooting, we have an 80, 86, 77, 72. And if we bring Webb in, this would be the total dominant 3-point lineup, 83, 77, 86, 80. With our center getting the boards and our guards probably look something like this. Getting the 3-point shots. So that's how I want to play. We're getting closer to being able to do that. I'd still like to upgrade Crisp as the backup power forward, and Ledbetter's just solid for us. Also like to upgrade eventually the backup center. So when we're recruiting, we're going to be looking for a center, some guards, Doyle graduates after this year, so does McElroy and Ledbetter. Looking for some guards, some big men, another swing man or two. Jimenez graduates, so does Irvin. So that's what we're going to be looking for in recruiting. So I just wanted to talk a little bit. I'm not going to play right now. I'm going to end the video, not end the video, but I'm going to cut it out here, and the next time I turn it on, we'll do some recruiting, we'll watch the season preview, and we'll head into our first game against Temple, which is no pushover. We're jumping right into the fire. And then Villanova, ranked number 12. Ball State, solid team. Duquesne, a good team. Yale, solid team. They gave us not a lot of problems, but we wanted to rematch them. And then Washington's number 9. They're a great team. Our rivalry match with Sacramento State. Rematch with Jackson State from last year. Georgia Tech will be a tough game. They're a great team. And then, of course, Memphis, which is to top it all off, the number 2 team out right now. One of the best teams in the game. And then we get into conference play. And that's what the season's going to look like. So hopefully this season is even better than last, 28-5. I think we have a tougher non-conference schedule this time, with a lot of these solid teams in here. So we'll see what happens. But I just wanted to explain what my lineup is going to look like and why I'm doing it. I always want to have a center and then a shooter at every other position on the floor, especially that power forward spot, which usually gets a lot of wide open looks from 3, as well as the small forward. So that's that. Next game, or when I cut the video back on, we'll be playing Temple and doing some fun stuff. So I'll see you then.